Did you know that there is a precursor to the Mormon temple recommended questions? So during the Utah Mormon Reformation, which happened in 1856 and 1857, church leaders went around to members' homes and asked them these very specific questions. A man by the name of Andrew Smith Gibbons kept a copy of this list. There are 27 questions, and they show you what kind of trouble that the Mormons were getting themselves into. Can you guess the first question?
Have you committed murder by shedding innocent blood or consenting thereto? Have you betrayed your brethren or sisters in anything? Have you committed adultery by having any connections with a woman that is not your wife, or a man that was not your husband? Have you taken and made of use of property not your own without the consent of the owner? Have you cut hay where you have no right to, or turned your animals into another person's grain or field without his knowledge and consent?
Don't be cutting your neighbor's hay and stealing their grain.
Have you lied about or maliciously misrepresented any person or thing? Have you borrowed anything that you have not returned or paid for? Have you borne false witness against your neighbor? Have you taken the name of the deity in vain? Have you coveted anything not your own? Have you been intoxicated with strong drink?
It seems that drinking wasn't bad, but getting intoxicated was bad.
Have you found lost property and not returned it to the owner, or used all diligence to do so? Have you branded an animal that you did not know to be your own? Have you taken another horse or mule from the range and rode it without the owner's consent?
It sounds like the saints sure love to steal things from each other.
Have you fulfilled your promises in paying your debts, or run into debt without the prospect of paying? Have you taken water to irrigate when it belonged to another person at the time you used it? Do you pay your tithing promptly?
Promptly.
Do you teach your family the gospel of salvation? Do you speak against your brethren or against any principle taught in the Bible, Book of Mormon, Book of Doctrine and Covenants, revelations given through Joseph Smith the prophet, and the presidency of the church as now organized?
You'll notice that they're more concerned with people speaking against the brethren than in what they actually believe.
Do you pray in your family night and morning and attend to secret prayer? Do you wash your body and have your family do so, as often as health and cleanliness require and circumstances will permit? Do you labor 6 days and rest, or go to the house of worship on the 7th? Do you and your family attend ward meetings? Do you preside over your household as a servant of God, and is your family subject to you?
Ew.
Have you labored diligently and earned faithfully the wages paid you by your employees? Do you oppress the hireling in his wages? Have you taken up and converted any stray animal to your own use, or in any manner appropriated one to your benefit, with accounting thereof to the proper authorities?
So, as bad as the Mormon Church is today, they've sure come a long way since the Reformation period.